Good afternoon, members, and to our viewing public. We are back from our recess from this morning. And before we entered into recess this morning, we were at item C, public comments. And at this time, we move further down to item D, introduction of local bills. And first on the list, the chair now recognizes Representative Angelo Camacho.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Formally introducing House Local Bill number 24-46 to reappropriate the fund balance of $50,000 under Saipan Local Law 22-16, Project Code 2001E, and for other purposes, introduced by myself and Rep. TJ Manglonia. And if no objections, Mr. Chairman, I would like to request to place this on today's bill calendar for action. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Angelo Camacho, and with no objection, I now recognize the floor leader to make that proper motion. Floor leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I hereby move to place House Local Bill number 24-46 under bill calendar for action. So move.
There is a motion offered by our floor leader for the placement of House Local Bill number 24-46 on today's bill calendar. It has been seconded. Discussion on that motion. Ready? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed, say nay. Motion is adopted. Thank you, members. Moving along, at this time, I recognize Representative Malcolm Omar.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. At this time, I introduce House Local Bill number 2448 to reappropriate funds under Section 2 TD of Saipan Local Law 23-04, Project Code 7190M, and for other purposes, introduced by myself and the floor leader for SNILD, Representative Joe Komatsu, and I move also, Chairman, for its first and final on this reading. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Malcolm Omar. At this time, I recognize the floor leader for the proper motion.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I hereby move to place House Local Bill number 24-48 under bill calendar for action. So move.
Point of clarification, Chairman.
Please state your point of clarification.
Just wanted to clarify on House Local Bill 2448. Representative Malcolm Omar stated the project code was 7190M. However, the bill, I'm sorry, take it back. It's a substitute which hasn't been introduced yet. I apologize, members.
Thank you, Vice. Any further discussion on the motion offered by our floor leader that has been seconded? Ready? Thank you, members. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed, say nay. The ayes have it. Motion is adopted. And last on item D, introduction of local bills, the chair now recognizes Representative Ralph Yumo.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Now offering House Local Bill number 24-50 to appropriate local funds from revenues collected pursuant to Saipan Local Law 11-2 and for other purposes. And if there's no objection with the members, request the floor leader to suspend the rules to send this bill to the calendar today for action. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Ralph Yumo. With no objection, I now recognize the floor leader for the proper motion to place the proposed legislation on the bill calendar.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I now hereby move to place House Local Bill number 24-50 on bill calendar for action. So move.
There is a motion offered by our floor leader for the placement of House Local Bill number 24-50 in today's bill calendar. It has been seconded. Discussion on that motion? Ready? All those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, say nay. The ayes have it. Motion is adopted. Thank you, members. That takes care of item D, introduction of local bills. We now are on item E, introduction of resolution. There happens to be none. We move now down to item F, messages from the governor. Madam Clerk.
Mr. Chairman, we have 4. We have Governor's Communication number 24-24 to 24-27.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Discussion on messages from the governor. Recognize Representative Marisa Flores.
Thank you, Chairman. At this time, I'd like to thank the governor for signing into law House Local Bill 2436, which appropriates money for the third senatorial district, mainly precinct 3, for the upkeep, maintenance, and improvements for areas in the precinct. Thank you to the governor, and I yield my time.
Thank you, Representative Marisa Flores. Under further discussion, recognize Representative Danny Aquino.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would also like to thank, on behalf of Chairman JP and myself, we would like to thank the governor for signing into law House Local Bill 24-41 to reappropriate $80,000 allotted under Saipan Local Law 20-26 for the beautiful village of Precinct 2 and for other purposes. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Danny Aquino. Under further discussion, I now recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I too would like to thank the governor for signing into law House Local Bill 24-38. However, and I would also like to thank you for calling in the Secretary of Finance. I know that the Secretary wasn't able to make it in, I believe that was yesterday, to discuss the issues regarding the appropriations. But I'd like to recommend that prior to signing off any local legislation or local appropriations, that the governor communicate with the Department of Finance, because as what was reviewed yesterday or the day before yesterday, whenever we met with the Department of Finance, that a recent local bill which involved Precinct 4 was signed into law. However, the fund balance was not what was stated in the House Local Bill or the Saipan Local Law 24-20. So for reference, just if we can or call the Secretary of Finance in, Mr. Chairman, so that we can discuss this in further detail. Thank you.
Thank you, floor leader. Duly noted. Further discussion under messages from the governor. Recognize Representative Marisa Flores.
Thank you, Chairman. At this time, I'd also like to thank the governor for signing into law, Saipan Local Law number 24-22. Portions of this money would be used to fund the playground, once again in Precinct 3 at the Carolyn and Ut. As we know, our colleagues in all the other precincts have allocated funding for such equipment and erections of these playgrounds for the children from their precinct to enjoy. And the community members of Precinct 3 are now seeking our support so that they could also be proud of the playground that would be stationed in Precinct 3, so they don't have to drive to Precinct 1 to enjoy the many playgrounds that they have over there. So thank you, and I look forward, Chairman, to you as you work also with the directors or the individuals in charge of seeking your assistance to draw down on this money. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Marisa Flores. Any further discussion under messages from the governor? Ready? Recognize Representative Ralph Yumo.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Also like to thank the governor for signing House Local Bill 24-45 Draft 1 into law under Saipan Local Law 24-22. I also like to request the chairman, the delegation, to look at the portion of the appropriation for the speed table. As you know, there's another person that got hit again, a pedestrian down just on the part of the island. So it is becoming an issue, and this speed table is supposed to be erected along the Shirley's Carapan area, where a lot of kids cross the road, and we don't want to see another child being hit on the road, because the cars that are traveling through that area are I guess going over the speed limit, or another car shooting it when a kid is or a pedestrian is crossing. So that needs to be addressed. We need to call the Secretary of DPW to give us alternative as how to slow down the traffic in that area. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Representative Ralph Yumo. Duly noted. Any further discussion under messages from the governor? Ready? Thank you, members. We now move down to item G, messages from the mayors. Madam Clerk.
Mr. Chairman, we have 9. We have Mayor's Communication number 24-22 through 24-30.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Discussion under messages, mayor's communication. Ready? Thank you, members. We're now in item H, reports of communications from heads of departments and agencies. Madam Clerk.
Mr. Chairman, we have 3. Department and Agency Communication number 2405 to 2407.
Thank you, to Madam Clerk. Any discussion under reports and communication from heads of departments and agencies? I recognize Representative Marisa Flores.
Thank you, Chairman, and this is in regard to the Agency Communication 24-5 from the Secretary of DPW informing us of the many concerns that we have with Chalangalaidi Route 38. As part of his correspondence, he mentions that DPW may petition the Federal Highway Administration to include this in federal highway supports and grants. And at this time, I'd like to express my urgency and have the Secretary convert may into will petition the Federal Highway Administration for its inclusion. As we know, we continue to appropriate money to the mayor, to all the other agencies that help with maintaining access points, and this has been an ongoing issue, and we do know that we're talking about millions of dollars that the federal government can also help, and if not, then maybe we should ask the Department of War to include that. For every military project they have, they should also be working alongside the local government and start fixing local concerns also, including the roads. He also mentions in his correspondence that within this attachment, there are 59 individual properties that encroach into the right-of-way, and 10 parcels are under the Department of Public Land. So I urge the Secretary of DPL to get in touch with the 10 that start communications and figure out a way where we can all kind of work together and finally get this Chalangalaidi Road project started. Thank you. I yield my time.
Thank you, Representative Marisa Flores. Duly noted. Any other discussions under reports and communications from heads of departments and agencies? Ready? Thank you, members. We are now on item I, House Communications. Madam Clerk.
Mr. Chairman, we have 4 House Communication numbers 24-62 to 2465.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Discussion under House Communications. Ready? Thank you, members. We are now on item J. There happens to be none. Senate Communications. We move further down to item K, Delegation Matters. Madam Clerk.
Mr. Chairman, we have 7 Delegation Matters numbers 2472 to 2478.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Discussion under Delegation Matters. Ready? We are now on item L, Miscellaneous Communications. Madam Clerk.
Mr. Chairman, we have 8 Miscellaneous Communication numbers 24-104 through 24-111.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Discussions under item L, Miscellaneous Communications. Ready? Thank you, members. There happens to be none under item M, Reports of Standing Committees, none on item N, Reports of Special and Conference Committees. There is none on item O, Unfinished Business, none on item P, Resolution Calendar. We are now on item Q, Bill Calendar. And at this time, I recognize the floor leader for the first motion.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I hereby move to suspend Rule 7, Section 8, and Rule 9, Sections 9 and 10 on the passage or action on House Local Bill 24-46 to reappropriate the fund balance of $50,000 under Saipan Local Law 22-16, Project Code 2001E, and for other purposes. So move.
There is a motion offered by our floor leader for the passage of House Local Bill, for the suspension of rules and for the passage of House Local Bill number 24-46, and it has been seconded. Discussion on that motion. Recognize the author of the proposed legislation, Representative Angelo.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. No objections. I would like to offer an amendment. It's just a technical with the language. So as you can see on the title, it reads Saipan Local Law 24-16, Project Code 2001E, which should read Saipan Local Law 24-12, Project Code SL145. And I believe, Mr. Chairman, that you reviewed the fund balance for that, and it is the correct project code number and local law number. And then it, same thing on the same page under line 3. Again, it's just changing the local law number from 2216 to 2412, and the project code as well. And then it goes on to page 2, same thing. Just replacing the local law number 22-16 to 24-12,
Okay.
and its project code. And I believe that's it, Mr. Chairman. And I do have
yeah.
a substitute.
Right. Can we dispose of the suspension of rules and then you offer that House substitute?
Oh,
Okay.
my apologies, Mr.
On
Chairman.
the motion offered by our floor leader for the suspension of rules, are there any further discussion? Ready? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Motion is adopted. We are now on the main motion for the passage, and I recognize Representative Angelo Camacho. Sorry, my apologies, Rep. Angelo.
Thank you again, Mr. Chairman, and my apologies. Forgot about the rules. Anyhow, going back to the amendment, I guess it's again technical error. So the title, which reads Saipan Local Law 22-16, Project Code 2001E, which should read Saipan Local Law 24-12, Project Code SL145. And again, on page 1, line 3, same thing. Page 2, lines 2 and 3, same thing. It's basically just changing the Saipan Local Law number and its project code number. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Do I hear a second? There is a floor amendment offered by the author of the legislation, Representative Angelo Camacho, and it has been seconded. Discussion on the motion.
Ready.
Recognize Representative Marisa Flores.
Can I call for a short recess, please?
Let's have a short recess. Short recess. We are back on our preliminary session, and before we went into that short recess, we were under the motion offered by the author, Representative Angelo Camacho, and it has been seconded. He had offered a substitute. Any further discussion? Ready? All those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed say nay. The ayes have it. Motion is adopted. House Local Bill number 24-46 is now in a form of House Substitute 1. We are now on the main motion. Further discussion. Recognize Vice Chairwoman.
Cesar Small State Chairman, I just wanted to ask the author and the co-sponsor, have there been projects identified for the 50,000? I mean, specific projects, because the language in the bill is very vague. General doesn't identify
Yes,
any
ma'am.
projects.
There is so this is for actually all tour sites, destination enhancement, but I guess our primary focus for now would be the Forbidden Trail. As we all know, it's really unsafe. There's, I believe, over almost 1,000-foot drop where the trail leads right next to it. So this will be more of like a mitigation and safety purposes, and also to replace all the existing ropes that are there. It's all deteriorated and dilapidating. So this is, I mean, I hope it's enough. If it's more than enough, then we're going to move on to other destinations such as the grotto, maybe perhaps Suicide Cliff, but we're going to branch out within our precinct.
That was my next question. Thank you for elaborating. That was that, is there an estimate provided by either Public Works or MVA whether the 50,000 is sufficient for the Forbidden Island, the priority project?
Yes, so we've met with MVA, their destination enhancement team, and they actually have a list of, wish lists. There are a lot of projects that they want to address, but I guess they have their own funding as well, which is not, I wouldn't say it's enough for all projects. So, Precinct 5 representative, myself and Rep. TJ assisted to work alongside with them and get these projects, ongoing.
Thank you. Thank you for clarifying. Would you mind obtaining the list of the projects with MVA and providing it to all the members?
Sure, we can provide that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vice. Under further discussion, recognize Representative Marisa Flores.
Thank you, Chairman. And I think in line with Rep. Angelo's appropriation, it does demonstrate that we have, our colleagues from all walks of life and whatever precinct they're from, doing their due diligence to enhance the tourism areas. And so as the chairperson for tourism, Rep. Camacho, please rest assured that I will keep an open dialogue with MVA so that any list that should be prepared for any type of beautiful or beautification enhancement has a target, because we already have a plan as to how to move forward so that we can ensure that every tourist comes in here is safe, enjoys our area, and really has something to say about it. Most importantly, when they're out doing their TikToks and stuff, that they can actually do that in the safety while they take selfies and promote our Commonwealth. So thank you so much for your assistance.
Thank you, Representative Marisa Flores. Further discussion on the main motion, I recognize Representative Royada.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Rep. Camacho from Precinct 5 for introducing this and including, all tourist sites, and also for the comments made by our tourism chair. I'd just like to state for the record that in Precinct 1, too, there's a lot of tourist sites. There's also Ladder Beach, Obzan, there's the bunker areas, and also, just as for the record, every time the tourists come, they land first in Precinct 1 and then they'll end in Precinct 1. So please include Precinct 1 in these plans as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Royada. Further discussion, let me recognize the author of the legislation, Representative Angelo
Thank you,
Camacho.
Mr. Chairman. Just for clarification, members, that this is a Precinct 5 appropriation funds, but like I said earlier, we're willing to assist. If you guys need some funding assistance, we'll see how much remaining balance we have in our precinct, and we'll be more than willing to assist. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Angelo Camacho. Further discussion, Representative Marisa Flores.
Thank you. We will make sure we get that list, but I'm hoping that our colleagues from Precinct 1 can sit and make sure that they have a list of what areas they would like to improve on as their tourism. It includes everybody. So I'd be more than happy to work with our colleagues from Precinct 1 so that they can develop a list of priorities in all those areas that they talk about. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Marisa Flores. Are there any further discussion on the main motion? Ready? Thank you, members. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Representative Adda,
Ngan.
Representative Aldan, Representative Fattao, Representative Aquino,
Yes.
Senator Babauta,
Ngan.
Representative Benavente, Representative Camacho Angelo, Representative Camacho Diego, Representative Camacho Joel,
Ungan.
Senator Castro,
Ngan.
Representative Flores Joseph,
Yes.
Representative Flores Marisa,
Yes.
Senator Magofnia,
Ungan.
Representative Manglonia,
Yes.
Representative Omar,
Hungan.
Representative Palacios,
Ungan.
Representative Rangomar,
Yes.
Representative Villa Gomez,
Awer.
Representative Yumu, Representative Fattao, Representative Benavente, Mr. Chairman,
Ungan.
Mr. Chairman, all 18 members present voted yes.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. With all 18 members voting in the affirmative, House Local Bill 24-46, Substitute 1, hereby passes the delegation. Recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Moving on, I hereby move to suspend Rule 7, Section 8, and Rule 9, Sections 9 and 10 on House Local Bill number 24-48, on the passage of House Local Bill 24-48. So move.
There is a motion offered by our floor leader for the suspension of rules for the passage of House Local Bill 24-48. It has been seconded. Discussion on the motion. Ready? All those in favor, please say aye.
Oh, aye.
All those opposed, say nay. The ayes have it. Suspension of rules are adopted. I now recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to now propose a substitute. We passed the substitute around earlier this morning. I'm not sure if you got it. House Local Bill 24-48, sub S1. Pretty much corrects the project code. The new project code is project code SL005. So move to amend House Local Bill 24-48 in the form of substitute 1. So move.
There is a motion offered by our floor leader, and it has been seconded. Discussion on that motion. Recognize Vice Chair Senator Selena Babauta.
Jesus Masi, Chair, I would like to offer an amendment, a floor amendment to the bill. As you know, we received an email from the Department of Finance that while this bill 2448 S1 now is appropriating 60,000, is that correct? There's actually 15,000 additional available for appropriation under this project code SL005, and I would like to offer an amendment to provide 5,000 for Pirate Football Club for their training and academy in Japan. I would also like to give 5,000 or offer an amendment to provide 5,000 for the Office of Personnel Management. With Office of Personnel Management, I have received numerous calls that the employees are paying for office supplies out of their own pocket. So they are in essence subsidizing the government for it, and the last 5,000 to the Legislative Bureau. And I would like to seek your support, colleagues, for this. That is my amendment, and I yield the floor.
Before I recognize that amendment that you're proposing, let's have a short recess. Short recess. Thank you, members, and to the viewing public. We are back from our recess, and before we entered into our recess, we are at a motion offered, floor amendment through a substitute offered by our floor leader, and it was seconded. Discussion on that motion. Recognize Representative BJ Atom on the motion, substitute floor
Chairman,
amendment offered.
Before we entertain that motion, may I please ask for a quick recess just to fix what the concern that was being brought up about the $15,000 that Rep. Angelo Camacho had another project code in the amount of $13,000, just to add on to this, a subsidiary motion, before we entertain that.
Can we dispose this motion, right? The chair will ask that we dispose this motion, and then I will allow if there's any more further floor amendments. But let's dispose this
Okay.
motion right now. Are we ready? Any discussion? Ready? All those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, say nay. Motion carries. House Local Bill 24-48, substitute, is in the form of substitute 1. Short recess. Good afternoon, members, and to our viewing public. We are back to our plenary session. And before we had recess, we are still on item Q, bill calendar, and we are at the main motion of House Local Bill number 24-48, substitute 1. And at this time, I recognize Representative BJ Atto.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And if the members can follow off their version, the clerk already has this floor amendment. Offering a floor amendment to House Local Bill 24-48S1, starting from the title, to reappropriate funds under Section 2TD of Saipan Local Law 23-04, Project Code SL005, and to add and Saipan Local Law 22-16, Project Code 2001E. Under Section 1 on line 3, we'll add and Saipan Local Law 22-16, Project Code 2001E. And in Section 2, line 10, to add and 13,000 from Saipan Local Law 22-16, Project Code 200E. And to add a new D under that would read $5,000 for the office equipment and/or supplies, but not limited the purchase of a printer, provided, however, the printer must be purchased first for the one-stop permitting office, and a new E, $8,000 for operational supplies for the Office of Personnel Management, OPM. So move.
There is a floor amendment offered by Representative BJ Atto, and it has been seconded. Discussion on that motion. Ready? Recognize Vice Chairwoman.
Citizens Masi colleagues, I want to go on the record and thank Representative Angelo Camacho, as well as his colleague in Precinct 5, Representative TJ Manglonia, for their generosity of giving up some P5 money for the support of OPM and the one-stop permitting office. On behalf of the 3rd Senatorial District, Don Colonna Masi, for your generosity. And I also want to thank Representative BJ Atto for offering this amendment in collaboration with the 2 representatives from Precinct 5. Again, thank you very much, gentlemen. I yield my time.
Thank you, Madam Vice Chairwoman. Any further discussion on the motion offered by Representative BJ Atto? Recognize Representative Vincent Odon.
Thank you, Chair. I just want to say that, see, we can all work together. It ain't that hard.
Thank you, Representative Vincent Odon. Any further discussion on the floor amendment offered by Representative BJ Atto? Ready? Thank you, members. All those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, say nay. The ayes have it. Motion is adopted. House Local Bill 24-48 is now substitute 1, draft 1. We are now on the main motion. Any further discussion? Ready? Thank you, members. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Representative Fadda? Representative Faudan? Representative Atto?
Yes.
Representative Aquino?
Yes.
Senator Babauta?
Hungan.
Representative Benavente? Representative Camacho Angelo? Yes. Representative Camacho Diego? Yes. Representative Camacho Joel?
Ungan.
Senator Castro?
Ungan.
Representative Flores Joseph?
Yes.
Representative Flores Marisa? Yes. Senator Magofnia?
Ungan.
Representative Manglonia?
Yes.
Representative Omar?
Ungan.
Representative Palacios?
Ungan.
Representative Rangamore? Yes. Representative Villa Gomez? Representative Yumu?
Yes.
Representative Adda? Representative Benavente? Representative Villa Gomez? Mr. Chairman?
Hungan.
Mr. Chairman, all 17 members present voted yes.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. With all 17 members voting in the affirmative, House Local Bill number 24-48, substitute 1, draft 1, hereby passes the delegation. Recognize the floor leader for our last House Local Bill.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I hereby move to suspend Rule 7, Section 8, and Rule 9, Sections 9 and 10 on the passage of House Local Bill number 24-50 to appropriate local funds from revenues collected pursuant to Saipan Local Law 11-2 and for other purposes. So move.
There is a motion offered by our floor leader to suspend rules and for the passage of House Local Bill 24-50. It has been seconded. Discussion on that motion.
Ready?
Ready? All those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed say nay. Motion carries. Now we're on the main motion. I recognize now Representative Ralph Yumo.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members. I had passed out the proposal for the substitute one, and I believe I passed that out at the beginning of the session, so you had all the time to read the amendments and that I don't have to read it all over again. So the proposal is there. I understand, just like Representative Omar and Representative Joel, that we receive calls from the Department of Finance with regards to the funding shortage of a little over 300,000 to House Local Bill 24-50, which I have appropriated 990,000. So they called us this yesterday, informed us there's only $676,858.97. So I have to recommend by the order of the chairman to do proportionate cuts, and unfortunately some of them were removed due to the fact that we had to make some cuts and some emergency requests, especially from the Legislative Bureau that would take effect next payroll. So the proposal is before you guys, and I leave it up to the members to decide if that's what they are gonna go ahead and approve the substitute, and I'm open for any suggestions. And just so that also the members know that I have also pre-filed a local bill to cover the remaining of all the requests that have been made today, which we are short a little over 100,000 additional, because I only appropriate the balance of the e-gaming, which is about $220,000. So that is still short by 100,000. So with that, I leave the. I'm open for amendments if there's any. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's have a short recess. Good afternoon again, members, and to our viewing public. Before we enter into recess, we are still on item Q, bill calendar, and we are at the main motion offered by our floor leader under House Local Bill 24-50, and at this time, the chair recognizes the author of the bill, Representative Ralph Yumo.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I now offer a motion to substitute House Local Bill 24-50 in the form of S1. So move.
There is a motion offered by the author, Representative Ralph Yumo, as a substitute, and it has been seconded. Discussion on that motion? Ready? All those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, say nay. The ayes have it. Motion carries. House Local Bill 24-50 is now in the form of substitute 1. We are now on the main motion. Any discussion? Ready? Thank you, members. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Representative Aldan,
Yes.
Representative Actal,
Yes.
Representative Aquino,
Yes.
Senator Babauta,
Yes.
Representative Camacho Angelo. Yes. Representative Camacho Diego. Yes. Representative Camacho Joel,
Ungan.
Senator Castro,
Ngan.
Representative Flores Joseph,
Yes.
Representative Flores Marisa,
Yes.
Senator Magofnia,
Ngan.
Representative Manglonia,
Yes.
Representative Omar, Representative Palacios, Representative Rangomar, Representative Yumu,
Yes.
Representative Omar, Mr. Chairman,
Hungan.
Mr. Chairman, all 17 members present voted yes.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. With all 17 members present voting in the affirmative, House Local Bill 24-50, Substitute 1, hereby passes the delegation. Thank you, members. That takes care of the bill calendar. House Local Bill 24-37, Draft 1, which is still in the bill calendar, will remain. As we know, you all know that the author is not here with us, and we might just tackle that on another session. So with that, we move further down to I recognize Representative Ralph Yumo.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And just so the other entities that have requested funding, I want to inform all the nonprofits and all the agencies that are requesting for funds that I have pre-filed a local bill and should be addressed in the next session, so that rest assured that anything that we missed today would be handled in the next appropriation. Thank you, Chairman. And thank you to the members that supported the bill.
Thank you, Representative Ralph Yumo. We are now on item R, miscellaneous business. Are there any miscellaneous business from the members? Ready? Thank you, members. We are now on item S. Any announcements? If there's no announcements, we are on our last item of business, and that's item T, adjournment. And under announcements, recognize Representative BJ Ato.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I'm sure we're probably not gonna have a delegation session, but just to invite all the members and to our viewing public and our bureau staff that San Jose Parish will be celebrating its 60th anniversary on March 19th, next week, Thursday. So please join us at the church and the locale. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Representative BJ Ato. Any further announcement? Recognize Representative Danny Aquino.
Yet the viewing public that they see floor leader Marissa Flores said that people sometimes have to go to precinct 1 for a park, for playground. There's an amazing playground equipment in Lally 4, beachside. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Danny Aquino. Any further announcements? If there is no further announcement, we are now on our last item, item T, adjournment, and at this time, I recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move to adjourn, subject to your call. So move.
There is a motion offered by our floor leader for the adjournment of today's order of business. It has been seconded. Discussion on that motion. Ready? All those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, say nay. The ayes have it. We are now adjourned. Thank you, members, and to the viewing